What's up, guys? Like, so welcome back to the channel, back reaction video. Today we're reacting to "So What If I Love Anime" by STOYBOOTH. Now, I've never really watched a lot of of the anime channels on YouTube. I've seen a few of them just because my sister watches them a lot, but I've never actually sat down and watched one directly from a channel. But just from ones I've seen, they can be pretty interesting. They're really good. I've seen some crazy ones that she's watched. But the reason I started reacting is because I saw this title, "So What If I Love Anime." And just from looking at it, I'm thinking, okay, it's probably gonna be about some, because I know these are like real stories or like made up stories, something like that. They tell their stories, and it's animated. So I was thinking this is probably gonna be about a kid who loves anime and was probably bullied for it. And it's funny now with anime being as big as it is now, being so mainstream, being so global to where you could probably find a ton of kids in many different schools, all ages, who watch and read anime, who love it. One of my sister's best friends, she's about 13. She absolutely loves anime. So it's become just such a big thing. Thanks to shows like Naruto, Dragon Ball Z, Demon Slayer, so it's shows like Demon Slayer, Attack on Titans, One Punch Man, new anime that are coming out. It's really got a lot of people in both old and younger generations into it, and it just the fact that it's so big now, it's funny and kind of weird to me to see that somebody will be bidding for it. Now back during like the early 2000s, I could definitely understand because it wasn't as mainstream as it is now back then. But being as big as it is now is like, why would somebody be bidding for it? Because you could probably find, like I said, a ton of kids who all watch anime or read manga just because it is so big now. It's like the Avengers movie. It's like, back then, like before the MCU came out, you were a nerd if you like read comic books. You read like Marvel. You're reading Iron Man. You're a loser. But when the MCU came out and became huge and got like all these different fans around the world, everybody's like, oh my god, Iron Man rock Thor. Iron Man rocks, Thor rocks. Oh my god. It's like, yeah, I already knew that because I read it before. So it's just weird for me just to see that somebody still be being bullied for watching anime. But it probably, maybe this was like an earlier time. I don't know. But we're gonna get to it, guys. We're gonna check it out. If you like, so give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and share. There'll be a link below the video as well as a link towards your channel. Make sure to follow me on my social media down in the description below, and make sure to let me know your thoughts below in the comment section. What other things you want to react to? What other anime stories you want to react to? But let's get right into this.
Hi, my name is Cody. I love anime and all the popular girls think I'm a freak because of it. This takes place at my elementary in fifth grade. I had a Sailor Moon book bag and all the popular girls took one look at my bag and laughed their heads off. The teasing became more and more aggressive until one day whenever we went out to recess, me and my friends were on the monkey bars and they got rocks in their hands while we were climbing across.
No.
They threw the rocks at us. I fell down and almost broke my foot.
No. That is absolutely ridiculous, bro. Okay, so cause she had like a deck. I saw like the deck you poster and the All Might, action figure of this, my hero David rocks. But so I'm assuming this is probably, I forget when my hero Dad came out. I think it was like maybe 2016, 2017. But it's like I thought this like maybe would be back in like 2000. No, this is up here like kind of now. So the fact that there are kids still being bullied for watching anime is a shocker for me because it is so mainstream. But like I guess I'm not in every school, so I wouldn't read. So you can't know, huh? But to see that they threw rocks at her, rocks, and she almost fell out. Man, that is ridiculous. Because she had a Sailor Moon backpack. Are you serious, bro? Man, kids are mean. The only thing they got worse over the years, especially like them kids like and like people in high school, but some of them kids like in middle school and stuff like that are just evil. Like what you just saw, man. That was me, man. If that was my kid, I'm not even gonna lie. I'd have went to school and I'd have been scrapping with the kids. I'd have went to their parents' house. I'd have been scrapping with their parents. Like I just would have been scrapping, and I would scrap with the teachers. Like, where were you? Why weren't you watching them during recess? Why weren't you watching when they were throwing rocks at my daughter and almost broke her leg? Like, oh my god! When my daughter came home and said, "Mom, I broke my leg because they were throwing rocks on me." Because they're hating on me because I watch anime. Like I lost my mind. Like I'm having angry thoughts right now. Right, just even thinking about that, man. That's ridiculous.
When I got home, I ran up to my room and cried my eyes out. It looked like waterfalls were falling from my eyeballs. Then I made the worst decision of my life.
No.
I broke all my anime figurines of Sailor Moon and My Hero Academia and all that stuff because I was so ashamed, and I got into my closet and I found my cosplay stuff, on the ground because I constantly change out of it. And then I picked a random one up. It was my favorite, which was the Sailor Moon one. I sat down and asked myself, what am I doing? I put the dress on and then I got my wig out, put on the wig cap, and then I looked in the mirror and then smiled at myself. The next day, I wore my Sailor Moon cosplay to school because it was in dress code. I walked up to the popular girls during lunch and I told them how they made me feel. Everyone in the lunchroom was looking at me and them because this random girl with the Sailor Moon cosplay was just yelling at these popular girls. And we have lunch.
Sorry, I won't stop. I just won't stop it, man. See, that's the power of anime. It can give you confidence. So that, like, put on that costume, it probably made her feel like Sailor Moon, and made her feel, hey, like, I don't need to be scared of these guys. I can do this on my own, and that's like, I can stand up to it, and man, like, that's just amazing. It's so sad that people who probably hate themselves or think they're so much above you, or whatever, that they can just come down and judge somebody because over something they love and hurt her so bad that she thought she was weird and that she went home and she broke all her stuff. I'm like, no, that isn't right, man. Yeah, I'm sorry I'm getting a little bit emotional. Like I said, as an anime fan myself and someone who has gone through a little bit of that, I wasn't really bullied, but I did have people in school and some kids were like, "Oh, that's kind of weird. Why are you watching that or why are you reading that?" And for me, I just ignored it because I was like, I love it. Anime was there for me through some of my toughest times in my life. Looking at these characters, looking at these heroes, it's like it gives you encouragement, it gives you strength to be able to be able to do the things that you want to do. And to see that they hurt her so bad that she went home and broke all her toys, man, it's just not right. It's not right. That's what I said. Like, I'd have been so mad, bro. Because one, like, first of all, you hurt my daughter, and two, you're trying to take away something you love. You're trying to make her be something she's not. That's one of the things I hate about the way the schools are kind of right now, especially with bullying, to where people are afraid to be who they are or to show what they love because they're afraid they're going to be beat up or bullied or ridiculed because this person doesn't do the same thing or because I'm popular or blah 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 whatever. Like, it's so much bullshit, bro. It's just garbage and it's crap. If you love something, do it. Don't be afraid. Don't hide. Don't let anybody tell you that you're wrong for it. Why are you wrong? What? Because they have a different opinion. That's automatically makes them right. Because I don't know, maybe because they've been here longer or they're popular or like whatever. So because they're popular, that means everything they say is right. And unfortunately, the day we live in, like it's kind of like that, and it just makes me mad because one of the things I love about anime is how versatile it is. I tell people all the time, I believe there's an anime out there for everybody. That there's so many types of anime. If you just sit down and watch it, you can find one that you like. Just because there's just so many different types of anime. There's horror anime, there's action anime, there's romance anime, there's comedy anime. Like there's just so many anime out there that I feel like there's one for every person. And if you just sit down, actually take the time to watch it, you may like them too. But I'm so happy that she put on her costume, she went to school, and she said in her face, she was told everybody, she's like, hey, this is who I am. And I'm not changing for anybody.
Lunch with some of the eighth graders, and all of them afterwards, they walked up to me and asked if I was okay and stuff, which made me feel kind of good that other people cared about me besides my friends. And they kind of hid their faces because their faces were so red afterwards because they had just been told off by not a popular girl. I guess the moral of the story is definitely don't break expensive figurines. That's one. But don't change yourself just so that people won't judge you. You be you.
Yes. That was awesome.
Oh my god, and we totally jumped off the cliff and had
Wait, hold on, man, guys. Sorry about that, guys. Somebody just came and do it. But anyway, I absolutely love that. I love the fact that at the end of the day, she stood up for who she was, and that she went up there. She told them to their faces, like, "Hey, this is who I am. What you guys did really hurt me. It wasn't right. It wasn't fair that you threw rocks at me because because you're pop or you think your opinion is better and that I'm wrong. But no, this is who I am. I'm not going to change for anybody." And the fact that by her standing up, other people stuck with it. I also like the fact to know that this is one thing about bullying. A lot of people are bullied so hard they don't stand up, guys. Like, even if you don't like guys, stand up. Like, you don't have to physically fight them, but just stand up so that you're not afraid of them. Because other people are going to stand up too with you, and and you're going to realize that you're not alone, that you're not by yourself. And I just really love that. I love the fact that at the end of the day, she came to be this. She came out and she said, "This is who I am. I love anime. Deal with it." But anyway, guys, that's the interaction. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys did, make sure to give me a thumbs, subscribe, and share. There'll be a link description to Reserville. I'll go to my social media and link to Original channel. Make sure to subscribe to Story Booth. This is my first time watching it, and I really like this story. I really liked it because just listen to her, you could tell that she was probably the shy type, and but like just to see her get that straight back, get that confidence by putting on the Sailor Moon outfit and be like, "Hey, I'm not hiding myself from anybody." I really like that. Make sure to let me know what other things you want me to react to in the comment section, other stories from either Story Booth or anywhere else. But let's finish it out though.
to swim all the way to shore because the dog chased us all the way to the end.
Oh, so you just said it and they just recorded. So, all right, guys, that's the end. This is Cracks. I'm out. Peace.